We got a read on the economy this morning. 156,000 jobs were created in the month of September. Joining us now, Andy Green. He's with the Center for American Progress. He is a Clinton supporter. Andy, welcome to the program. Good to have you with us, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I've asked Democrats and Hillary Clinton supporters one question consistently. I'm not sure I've always got the best answer. I want you to explain to me how Hillary Clinton's plan of raising taxes and spending more money on an infrastructure budget, tell me how that produces 4% growth. Can you do that?
Well, I think it's very simple and easy to understand. If we go back 8 years, the economy was losing more than 400,000 jobs, and that was after a track record of deregulation, tax cuts.
I'm sorry, that's a talking point. I asked you very clearly, look, what's the growth plan? How will Hillary's plan of spending more, raising taxes, and the infrastructure budget, how will that give me 4% growth?
It's very simple. It puts people to work. When we have an economy that has been creating jobs, but there's still a lot of people out there that would like to work, that are not able to work, and frankly, when you see the job creation, you'll see pressure on wages, and those will go up. So as that positive cycle happens, more people have money in their pocket, they can go out and invest, they can go out and buy things. 70%, 75% of our economy is consumer driven. So as we invest, it's a very simple Keynesian economics, and it works very well.
Right, but no, it hasn't worked well. For the last 8 years, we've had a lot of government spending, we've had higher taxes, and we've never got better than 2% growth. And now we're down to 1% growth. What you're offering, what Hillary Clinton, well, come on, what Hillary Clinton is offering is more of the same. Why will it suddenly give me 4% growth? Why suddenly 4% growth?
Let's be very clear about this. The last 6 out of the 8 years have had the Republicans in control of the House of Representatives. They have engaged in fiscal austerity, that have cut spending, that have lowered the amount of money going into the economy, going into ordinary people's pockets. So the fact that we're at 2% growth is actually an incredible success story about the Obama administration's policies they put in during the first 2 years. And if we actually had really vigorous progressive economic policies, we absolutely would be in much higher growth. The problem right now is that we simply have not invested enough into ordinary people.
Spent enough is what you're really saying, isn't it?
It's very simple. If you have money flowing to the economy and we're able to reduce the amount of income inequality, the wealthy have done very well. Donald Trump's economic policies flow overwhelmingly the top 1%.
Look, what we're talking about is trying to grow the economy.
Absolutely.
Your plan is to continue spending a lot of government money and raising taxes on the wealthy. That's your plan. Why? The other way around is you cut taxes vigorously for individuals and corporations. That puts a great deal of money into private hands, which will go into private enterprise to grow the economy just like it did under Ronald Reagan. What's wrong with that plan? Other than, oh, it's good for Donald Trump and it's good for the rich, etc., etc. But it does produce growth, doesn't it?
It just doesn't work. We did that in the 2000s under George W. Bush, and it was one of the reasons why we had the greatest financial crisis since the 1930s.
You think that tax cuts created the crisis of 2007, 2008? Tax cuts did that? Really?
When you have an economy that is not balanced, there's not a middle-out economy where people have got more money in their pockets, you're going to have these types of imbalances. One of the problems, one of the challenges of the financial crisis was that people were not seeing their wages grow. And as they didn't see their wages grow, they were borrowing more, they were more exposed to the housing crisis, they were more exposed to the dangerous, risky consumer protection violations and risky activities on Wall Street. And when the financial crisis happened, ordinary people's wealth declined 49% compared to 2001, and even more compared to 2007. And while it's rebounded under President Obama, it's got a good ways to go. So, we've actually seen under President Obama a cut of middle-class taxes. The only folks that have seen a tax increases are those who are doing very well already, and corporations have done very well. Are you telling me that all the companies that stashed money offshore are not doing very well?
Oh, I'll tell you what. You want to make use of that money over $2 trillion, going close to $3 trillion. You want to bring that money back. You want to make use of it in America's economy. The way to do that is to cut the corporate tax rate. Cut it down to 15%. That'll do it. Last word to you. I've got 20 seconds before we go to President Obama. Go.
Thank you very much. I mean, what we do need to do is we recognize the tremendous success. 15 million jobs that have been created since this recovery.
Okay.
We have a lot more to go, and Hillary Clinton is the way to do it.
All right, good debate, Andy. Please come and see us again. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.